Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of In the Booth, where I interview voice actors and actresses of machinimas, fandubs, abridged series, and any online web series. I'm your host, J.E. Carr, and today we have AliFluro. If I pronounced that right, did I pronounce it right?
AliFluro? Yeah, I think you got it.
Okay, cool, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, so, yeah, thanks again, Ali, for taking the time to do this show.
No worries. Thanks for having me. This is kind of cool. I feel
Nice.
like
So, I guess to start off, want to tell us some stuff about yourself?
okay. Um, anything specific on?
Anything, could be anything.
Oh God. Well, as you can probably tell from my accent, I'm Australian.
Woohoo!
God, I'm not really that interesting. Well, at the moment, I'm a university student and I'm studying animation.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And hopefully, I want to actually make my own animations at some point. And I
Badass.
guess the whole voice acting kind of ties in with that because then I can voice the characters and
Cool.
stuff as well.
So I guess first question to you is I guess what got you into voice acting, or what inspired you to get into voice acting in general?
Okay, well, like I've done so the university degree that I'm doing at the moment isn't actually my first degree. I've done
Oh.
two before this. And the first one I did was an acting degree because in high school I like really liked drama and I was like, you know what, I could totally be an actor. It's fine. And then so yeah, I applied for an acting degree at university and I got in and that was exciting.
Mm.
And then I realized the job opportunities for actors are really low.
Oh.
So I did a TV degree as well to have a backup. But the way I got into voice acting, like, because like, I've always liked acting and that sort of stuff, but in like 2010 I really like I started to get into anime like a lot.
Ooh.
Like my boyfriend introduced me to Dragon Ball Z because I'd never watched it as a kid. So we went through and watched all of Dragon Ball Z and
Oh,
then like
everything?
I was just like yeah, all the way through.
Oh,
And
wow.
it was just all downhill from there. Like I became like an anime addicted freak.
Wow.
And so it was actually, I was looking for a newest chapter of a manga that I was reading at the time. And when I was like typing it into Google to see if it had come out yet, one of the things that came up was a manga dub from Voice Acting Alliance.
Oh.
And I was like, what is this? Like, I wonder if this is the new chapter. And I went to it and I discovered Voice Acting Alliance. And they were just like, oh, you know, you just audition for stuff and you can get voice acting roles.
Nice.
And being the weeb that I was, I was like, oh my God, that sounds really cool. So I went out and bought this really shitty headset mic that was like $10 and I recorded my first audition. And of course, I did not get the role. Of course.
You mind if I
because
ask,
it was
like,
so-
what was it? What was the audition for? Mind if I ask?
It was a Vampire Knight manga dub.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I did not get that role.
Oh,
But I soon realized that like a headset, well, the headset mic, some people record on headsets and they sound fine, but mine did not. It was like so bad. And like I read this thing that was like, oh, if you want to get rid of reverb, just put like a blanket over yourself. So I was like sitting in my bed awkwardly, like struggling with my laptop and my mic. I was like, no, this is working. So I actually bought a better mic. And then, yeah, I think like 2011, I was on Voice Acting Alliance and I just like auditioned for everything. And yeah, I just started getting roles.
nice. So tell me, what was your first role that you've gotten,
Mm,
if you can remember?
the first thing that came out that I can remember, it was a like comic, like someone had, you know, the game Team Fortress?
Oh yes.
Yeah, someone had made like a comic of that, but it was like semi-animated as well. And yeah, they'd like gotten voice actors to play all the roles, and I played Miss Pauling
Okay,
in
I
that.
was gonna say it was either Miss Pauling or the announcer one, the woman, the one that
Like
says,
director.
yeah, the director, yeah.
Yeah, no, I didn't play her.
Oh.
I can't really do old women voices.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, so that was pretty cool.
Cool. So I guess how did you stumble upon abridging and fan dubbing?
Well, okay, well, I actually found fan dubbing first
Mm.
because, like, I don't want to discredit fan dubbers or anything, but I think fan dubbing is a little bit easier
Hmm.
in a sense, just because, like, like because I started doing fan dubs as well because like you've sort of already got the script per se, like unless it's in Japanese and you have to translate, but like I think with abridging you have to be a bit more creative because you have to actually write the script yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's a challenge as well when you've got only a little bit of like source material to work from. But anyway, yeah, I started in fan dubbing because that was what most people were doing on VAA. And at the time VAA was my only link to the voice acting world, I suppose. Like I didn't really know that, there were people like I knew of like Team 4-Star and Little Karibo, but I didn't really know that that was something that anyone could do, if you get like what I mean.
Yeah.
Like I didn't really realize that, oh my god, like there are other abridges. And so yeah, I started in fan dubbing, and then I was uploading my stuff to YouTube, and I met a few people through that.
Nice.
And then I found out like through them that people were doing a bridge series, and I was like, oh wow, maybe I should try that. And so I wrote my first. Oh my gosh, I don't even want to say what it is.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
It's fine. Like it's still on my channel. Like people can easily access it.
Oh.
It's Meet the Goatee 13, Bleach Abridged. I wrote that.
Oh yeah, I remember those.
No understanding of what you actually need for an abridged series. Like I didn't know how to lip flap edit. I didn't know shit. Like I didn't know anything. I'm sorry. Am I allowed to swear on this?
Oh no, you're good. You're good. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. But yeah, like it was like looking back at it now, I'm just like, oh my god, what was I thinking? And yeah, and then a lot of it was just, meeting people who knew people that were doing series, and like I just, I got a demo reel out, and then yeah, I just started meeting more people, and then like I think the first big step, I guess you could say, towards abridging was when Aaron Yarishian, he messaged me because he'd seen my demo reel, and he asked me if I wanted to voice someone in his Rosario Vampire Abridged. And that was, I guess, like, apart from my own stuff, that was probably my first, like, major-ish abridge role.
Nice. Cool. Let's see.
Did I even answer the question? I feel like I went off on this.
Oh no, that's fine. It's fine. You're doing good. You're doing good. So I guess my next question to you is, how do you cast for roles, like for any type of video that you're doing?
For me.
For you.
So I used to be, like I said, really ingrained in like the voice acting online, voice acting alliance website. I used to do like everything through them. So a lot of my older series, so like Meet the Goatee 13 for sure, every episode, and any fan dubs I did, I used to post the audition threads on there. Oh, my microphone has fallen down. Hang on.
Right.
Let me just adjust that. Oh, that's awkward.
That's fine. You're
There's
good.
probably going to be like an awkward bump.
Oh, don't worry. You're good. You're good.
All right. So yeah, I did a lot of my stuff on there. I just post audition threads. And I think like when you're starting out, that's a really good way. Like I thought it was a really good way to start because you meet a lot of people that way. Like you're getting a lot of auditions, and even when you're auditioning for other people's projects, you start to meet people, and then you find that in this community, you're going to end up working with a lot of the same people. And like, yeah, so I thought that was great. Like it was a great way to, to get myself out there as well. Cause people would be seeing my projects and like seeing that I was like doing stuff, and they were thinking, oh, like this girl or guy, some people think that I'm a guy. I don't know. Yeah. It's a whole other story. But yeah, they'd see that and they'd be like, okay, so this girl's actually making content, I'll audition for more of her things. And then like, yeah, so I started to run into the same sort of people. So yeah, it was a lot of VAA to start off with. But then by the time I got to, even The Devil is a Part-Timer Abridged, the one that I do with Just Kyle David, we did auditions for that as well on VAA.
Cool.
And that's how we met like the amazing cast that we have for that. Like those guys seriously are like our family now. They're awesome. But yeah, by the time I got to like Noragami Abridged and stuff, it's sort of like now I know enough people that I can sort of scout rather than holding auditions. Because like I've worked with so many people now that I can like say, okay, I need this sort of voice, and I can list like 5 people who could do that sort of voice for me.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I guess like it's kind of good and bad now that I know a lot of people, because like now that I know so many people, I tend to just cast like that. But I guess it's also like a downside, because there could be someone new that comes out that's amazing, but I wouldn't know because I don't so much do auditions anymore.
Mm.
So I think, I don't know, I think it's like, it's good and bad. Like,
Nowadays, it's just connections.
Project, yeah, it's like a lot of connections now. But you know, you're always like seeing new people. Like I meet new people still all the time in the abridging community.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the stuff I do is abridging now. Like I haven't done a fan dub for like so long.
It's evolving. It's evolving. Yeah.
Well, but like, because like most of the people that I know now are abridgers. So, and I don't particularly do fan dubs anymore because that phase of my life has passed.
It's past. So let's see. When you get scripts for like a project from another director or a bridger, so do you prefer live voice direction, or you just go off the notes that they just give you, like, oh, I want this voice, can you do in this tone and stuff?
I honestly don't mind either way. Like I didn't start being directed by people until last year.
Mm.
So, I mean, that seems like really, because like I said, I started voice acting in 2011, but I did go on like break for a while and then come back. But yeah, like I wasn't even being directed. I didn't even know that's another thing that I didn't even know was a thing until like I think I think it was 2013. Sorry, late 2013.
Mm.
As being directed by people, and like it's good because like some people don't know how to write what they want exactly, like in direction. So like a lot of people are better at like verbally expressing, but some people on the opposite are like really good at writing exactly what they want, and that's helpful. So like yeah, I don't mind either way. Like as long as like if I'm not being directed, as long as the director can like write down what they would say to you, like if they were to direct you, then like that's all I need. Like I'm fine to do it without direction, but I'm also like cool to do it with direction.
Nice.
And like with direction's always fun as well, because you get to talk to the director, like get a feel for them like more personally.
Mm. Like on the same topic from this next question, like have you been in a call with like multiple actors at once when discussing like scripts?
Like what do you mean, like when I'm in a directing position or when I'm an actor?
Either or.
Okay, because like when we direct people for like The Devil, it's always like myself and Jessica David, so there are two directors, one actor. I've never directed more than one actor at once. It's always just sort of like one-on-one. I have been in a call where it's been multiple directors, like while I'm the actor. And sometimes there'll be like another actor, but like we won't be doing lines at the same time. Like they're just kind of there to observe, I think.
Okay.
So I've never been in one of those calls where like, you know, they, pardon me, sorry.
That's fine.
Where they organize like a script reading and stuff. I've never actually done that, you know, where they have like the whole cast sit down and read the script together. Yeah, I haven't done that.
All right. Oh, here's a fun question for you. So do you have any like funny stories when you record lines? Or anything that's happened to you when you record lines?
Ooh. I guess like the best story, probably, yeah, the only really funny one I have was for Fate Zero episode 3. There's a scene where my character is drunk and and you can probably tell where this is going.
Yeah.
But for the recording, I actually got drunk.
Oh god.
In my defense, it was the director's request.
Yeah.
And in my defense, I also made the director drink with me.
Oh god.
So he was drunk, I was drunk. It was a great time. We were doing shots as well, which was like, oh my god.
Jeez.
Definitely. Yeah, but it was really fun though. But actually, like, that director Omni, like he's great. Like every time I record with him, it's like half doing the lines, but also half like just bullshitting with each other. Like, and I think like, you know, there's like you have to have a line between being productive and like having fun. But like it's much easier, I think, to record with directors who like you can have a bit of a laugh with
Hmm.
as well. So yeah, but yeah, that drunk call was probably the funniest moment.
Nice. I'm gonna watch the episode again after this.
Oh my god, that was.
Okay, so
There are bloopers as well from when we were drinking.
oh god.
Oh.
Oh man. Okay, here's another fun question for you. So, like, you've seen like a lot of anime and stuff, right? Like from then till now.
Uh,
More not really, but like
just a few. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot.
okay, so do you have any favorite voice actors or actresses?
Uh, yes. So
List as many as you want.
the okay, well, okay, I have a favorite male and a favorite female, and then I have like a couple that are also really good.
Mm.
So my favorite female voice actor, and like also like my biggest inspiration in voice acting, is Colleen Clinkenbeard.
Mm.
I'm not sure if you don't know the name, she voices like Urza in Fairy Tale.
Oh yeah, I've heard her name around.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like she's my favorite voice actor. Like mainly like there are like two reasons. One, she has an incredible range. Like she can go from voicing Luffy in One Piece to voicing like Riza Hawkeye in Full Metal Alchemist. Like
Yeah.
that's like that blows my mind. Like it's amazing. And also I love her because she does like the badass characters, like the low voiced. Like that's what a lot of her stuff is. And because my voice naturally is a little bit like to the medium deep side as well, I find her inspirational because like it's like reinforcing the fact that oh okay, like not every female voice actor has to do like the high cutesy like lolly voice
Hmm.
like that. And like when I started watching anime, I was like, oh wow, there are a lot of this sort of female voices. And when I started voice acting, I was like struggling with that because I'm not so good at high voices.
Mm.
And I was like, oh, am I going to be able to get roles like because of my voice type? And then like, I thought of her and I was like, no, like Colleen like kicks that stereotype out the window. Like she like shits all over it so she can do it and that was a big inspiration for me. So yeah, like Colleen Clinkenbeard for sure. Like she's all-time favorite voice actor.
Nice.
My favorite male voice actor is Todd Haberkorn.
Join
Is
Team
I just-
Havercorn.
Yeah, I love him. Every role that I see him do, like, he's one of those voice actors that like he has like he has good range and everything, but like I also like about his voice that you can pick it like in anything that you hear him in. It's like, oh, I know
it's
that
him.
voice. It's Todd, and like I like that he has this really like nice distinctive sort of like I don't know like tone to his voice, and I really like that. And I love the roles that he does as well. Like he's so full of energy. Like he plays like all of my favorite characters in anime. It's great. And high competitors are Shirami Lee and Josh Grell. I really love those guys as well.
Oh yeah. Was it all four of them? They're in a lot of shows now.
Yeah, they're like really big now. And I really like Jad Saxton as well. She's sort of only been doing stuff for the past couple of years.
Hmm.
She's sort of like coming up. But like yeah, she's like growing to be one of my favorites as well.
Nice. Let's see. Oh yeah. So back to voice acting. So what's your favorite type of voice to do?
Probably I really like doing like low voices, like badass, like and like yeah, because yeah, a lot of the stuff that I get cast for is because that people I think are like, oh, I need a deep voice actor. Oh, Alison can do that. But yeah, no, I really enjoy doing that sort of voice though. They're like really like kind of like this sort of voice, like really low, and it kind of has like this essence of power to it. Like
Mm.
I don't know, I really like doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Like one because like that's sort of naturally where my range sort of goes, and because like that means like I can be more expressive. Like if there's a voice that I'm struggling with, like the pitch of it, it like kind of restricts how well I can make my performance. So like if there's a voice that I'm kind of more comfortable in, I can sort of like if people say, we want you to scream, we want you to like charge, like we want to battle cry, like it makes it much easier if I'm comfortable in the voice that I'm doing.
Mm.
Oh god, I like croaky voice at the moment though.
It's fine. It's
But
fine.
yeah, so I really like doing like the low voices and like voices that are funny. Like I really enjoy doing like Saber from Fate Zero, and also I did Catwoman for EOD's Batman dub,
Ooh, nice.
and that was really fun because his writing style is so like wacky as well, and like I love it. Like I only got to do one episode with him, but it was so much fun like doing that role.
Mm.
Like and like yeah, again it was like sort of that deep sort of voice, but it was also kind of like comical. Like a lot of the lines were just like like grunts and stuff, and like it was just really fun though. Like it was really fun. I think yeah, like any role that you like have fun in as well, it like really makes it
Okay.
that much better and more memorable as well.
Nice, nice. So let's see. What is the one voice that you really want to do that you haven't done yet?
I haven't done yet.
Yeah.
Oh God, like I don't even know. I mean, like I really want to like perfect doing like boys' voices because a
Ooh.
lot of female voice actors can do boys' voices as well,
Mm.
and I want to be able to do that sort of the raspy boy voice that a lot of female actors can do,
Mm.
and like I haven't quite perfected it. Yeah, I guess you could say. Like I try it and like I listen back to it all the time and I'm like, "Oh, it still sounds like a girl." Like I don't know if it's because I'm being overly self-critical because like I know that I'm a girl, but like when you watch anime and like there's a guy character voiced by a girl
Mm.
and like sometimes you don't even know until you go and look it up. Like I didn't know that Black Star was voiced by a girl until like over halfway through the series. And then I found out and I was like, wow, I couldn't even tell. And I want to be able to do that sort of voice, like that raspy boy, like energetic voice, and like convince people that that could have been voiced by a raspy boy. So that's something that I really want to work on because I want to like I think as a voice actor, like I'm not anyone close to being professional, but like that's a dream that I have. And I think for anyone aspiring to be a voice actor, you've always sort of got to be like pushing your limits in terms of range. Like you don't want to just sort of be like, okay, I can do deep voices.
Mm.
I mean, that's great to have, but like it'd be greater if you could also do like this kind of voice and like this kind of voice. So I really want to like, keep pushing myself to expand my horizons, I guess you could say. But yeah, I really want to be able to do like a raspy boy voice. That'd be like awesome if I could nail that down.
Nice.
I've been working on it, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Okay, so let's see. My next question to you is OverlordABRIDGED. So, when did you team up with Just Kyle?
Well, we've actually known each other since high school,
Ooh.
so yeah, and we're currently dating. So, because like we've both like I said, we've known each other since high school. We've lived together for like 5 years now,
Mm.
and so like I said, I got into abridging. I got into voice acting in 2011. I think it wasn't until 2012 that I started abridging, but because like he did the same acting degree that I did, so he's always sort of been interested in that sort of stuff as well.
Mm-hmm.
And after he was watching me doing my voice acting, which he initially thought was weird. Because I lived with housemates as well, and I'd be like in my room like yelling into my microphone, and they'd just be like, "What the hell is Allison doing?" They didn't understand. But yeah, no, I'd done Meet the Goatee 13. I'd done a few episodes of that, and Kyle had just started doing voice acting himself. Like he just started like getting into auditions, doing that sort of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so one day we were like, oh, we're both kind of been doing this a little bit now. Maybe we should write a series together because we'd seen other people. There are groups of like people writing series all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and we figured because our sense of humor is like very similar because we've known each other so long. You sort of get into this group
Yeah.
of like and like the fact that we've dated as well for a really long time, you sort of like it helps. But yeah, we just a sense of humor, and it's just like it's really in sync. So like we were like, yeah, you know what, maybe we should take a crack at writing an abridged series together because we both wanted to expand into that sort of as well. You know, we wanted to make something that would be like, boom, like this is us. And yeah, and we'd like been watching a few anime series, deciding what to do, and we really liked, like, both of us, like, because we like made a list of stuff that we may want to do, and we both like were like, we really like The Devil is a Part-Timer, because it had only aired like a season or two beforehand, and like we were like, oh, you know, it's going to be a struggle because the anime itself is already really pardon me, comedic.
Yeah.
Voice is just dying at the moment. So yeah, we were just like, yeah, we love this series. So, you know what, despite the fact that it is really comedic already, you know, we should just give it a crack and see how we go. Like we didn't expect it to like actually take off, I guess, the way it did. Like we were expecting, oh, you know, we'll probably get the first 2 episodes out, you know, we'll like see how we go, see if like there's enough interest to keep going and stuff. Because, you know, it was essentially like our first joined like go at abridging. Like I'd done Meet the Goatee 13 before, but he hadn't done anything, and so this was our first collaborative thing. And we had no idea, because like we did auditions on Voice Acting Alliance and YouTube, and we actually got like heaps of auditions. Like we weren't expecting it. And then we released the first episode and it did really well, and we were like, shit, we better do a second.
Nice.
And like the great thing about that series as well is that all of our voice actors from the original have stayed on. Like we're doing episode 10 at the moment. Like that's
Nice.
10 episodes, almost 2 years of production, and we still have all of the same original cast members.
Congrats.
That's like, and like, you know, it doesn't sound very like, oh, you know, Team 4-Star has theirs, but like Team 4-Star, like I feel like they've like been together for so long that, you know, you wouldn't expect any of them to leave. Whereas a lot of Abridges, like, you know, sort of up and coming and stuff, like I've seen like other people all the time, you know, having to recast roles because people have dropped out, or they're just not doing voice acting anymore, or like something happens, you know. And I just thought that was an amazing feat to be able to keep the same cast for like 10 episodes going strong. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's how it...
Quick question. Do you know, was it a voice actor by the name of Fairfield Fencer?
I do, yeah. He is part of our Overlord crew.
Okay, I was like... Because I remember... I think it was your first episode of Fairy Games. Is it? It's Fairy Games. Yeah, he was like the narrator or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because was it Fairfield? He's like a very well-known machinima voice actor as well. Because was he like, he randomly linked me the first episode of Fairy Games, like, okay, I'll check it out. And I was like, oh, there he is, he's narrator again, because most of the time he's always like he always gets put in as like a narrator, like a father figure type role.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Kyle and I have actually known him for a while.
Oh, nice.
I've been working with Fairfield for like ever since like almost the beginning, like the first project I ever did, he was in it. And Kyle did Just Carl David, he did a Senyu fan dub series before we did Overlord, and Fairfield was the narrator for him as well for that.
Nice.
And then so he was in The Devil as a Part-Timer Abridged as well. We cast him as a role. And then he really is perfect for that kind of role though. Like I feel bad always casting him in that sort of role, but like he's just so good at it. And like we try to give him other roles as well. We're always like, okay, you know, especially for a series like Fairy Games, because there are so many characters, we're like, okay, you know, we'll give him the narration role, but we'll also give him another role, just so like it's not like we're constantly casting him as a narrator. But yeah, he's incredible to work with. Like he's been one of the people that have been with me since pretty much like the beginning.
Nice.
I think almost every project that I've done, he's been in it in some form.
It's like almost every single thing I'm like watching, that's always him. Like he's always there. It's like, hey, it's Fairfield again. It's Fairfield. Ah.
I did get him to voice I did an Angel Beats one shot.
Was he Otanashi?
Yeah, and he was Otanashi, and I was like, oh, that was kind of a nice like change, I guess, in my casting and stuff. Like it wasn't a deep role, it wasn't a narrator, you know, it was just like the male protagonist. And
nice.
And he did I think he did really well in it as well. So yeah, I'd like to give him more roles that aren't that narrator role. It's just he's so good at it. Like whenever you think I need a narrator, Fairfield will do it.
Cool. Hey, so yeah, Fairfield, if you're watching this is hi. We're saying hi.
Hey man,
Hey man.
we're talking about you.
We're talking about you. Woo. Keep doing good, Fairfield. Okay.
You just keep on keeping on.
Oh man. So, do you plan on doing like another series, or are you just focusing on Devil's a Part-Timer and Fairy Games?
So with Overlord, that channel, at the moment, like our main focus is finishing Devil. But we're only like 3 episodes away from finishing that series. So
Nice.
dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. It's like, oh no, what are we gonna do now? Oh.
Yeah, so that was like kind of why we started Fairy Games, because we're like, oh, we don't want to stop making content because we really, really enjoy it. And you know, we've got, like I said, we've grown like a family with our cast and everything, and we want to keep working with them. So that's why we started Fairy Games. But with Fairy Games, we wanted to bring in new people as well.
Nice.
So that's why, you know, we added Scoringo to the mix. Like he's Natsu, the protagonist. And we've got, you know, like Excalibur in there as the new addition. We've got like Code Black Hayate. And yeah, we wanted to sort of expand our cast in that one, because there are so many bridges that I feel like I just don't get the chance to work with. And I want to work with everyone. And, you know, it's like, it's hard because sometimes you're like, oh, you know, I just don't have a role for them. But, so yeah, we're going to continue with Fairy Games after we do The Devil as a Part-Timer. We're hoping, fingers crossed, it's just, because we both study full-time at university and we work as well. It's hard, like, time-wise, but we really do want to finish The Devil as a Part-Timer either at the end of this year or the beginning of next year. And, oh, pardon me, after that, we'll continue with Fairy Games. We've been considering doing another series as well, like another short one, because
like just like one-off shorts and stuff, sort of.
I know, like a series that's sort of like the same length as The Devil as a Part-Timer.
Okay.
Because like with something like Fairy Games, it's hard to like, because the series is so long, we're not sure like when we'll end that one. Like it's like one of those things that's like, we just don't have it planned that far ahead.
It's sort of like an experiment, see how it goes, sort of, in a sense.
Yeah, kinda. So we are considering doing another series when The Devil is a Part-Timer is finished. So we'd have then 2 series going on that channel, which would be Fairy Games at that point, and then whatever else we decide to do.
Cool.
As for my own channel, there are like so many projects that I want to do, like, but I'm currently doing Noragami on that channel. And like Meet the Goatee 13, I think I haven't officially announced it, but I think it might be time to put that book to rest.
Right.
But there are so many series that, like, you know, I think of these like ideas and stuff that I want to do, and like if I had it my way and I had the time, I'd be doing like 10 series at once. But like I don't have the time for that, and like I feel like if you stretch yourself that far, you know, like creativity is just gonna like dwindle.
Damn you, college! I'm just kidding. No.
Damn, I know.
No, education is
so
important.
nice.
Education is important.
It is. You know, stay in school, kids.
Stay in school.
But yeah, like, so yeah, we're highly considering another one for Overlord, and over the summer I may do like one-shots and stuff on my channel at the very least, because I feel like one-shots are a really good way to, like, if you have like a burst of creativity, you know, you can just chuck it out there in like the one episode, and you don't have to worry about like, oh no, now what am I going to do for the rest of the series? It's like it's kind of like stress release, I guess, for Bridges. It's like, oh yeah, like, you know, this series has been really like, you know, weighing me down and stuff. Oh, you know, I'm just gonna do a one shot. Like, it's just like bam, like. And the good thing about one shots is you can have fun with them. Like, you can make them like crazy. You can make them like a bit tame. Like, I don't know. You can kind of do anything with a one shot, which is kind of what I like about them.
They're just quick and easy to do.
Yeah, and like like there's no like sort of. It's nothing like holding you down about it, I guess. Because like, you know, with like a series, like you've always got the like, oh no, I need to work on the next episode now, and like, oh the like I need to like do this, I need to do that, like I need to like get my actors in, like, and like you know, I love it. Like I wouldn't have it any other way. Like I love making stuff, like getting people's lines, like editing and all that. Like, you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. And even if I wasn't abridging, I'd still be making content of some kind. Like I'd be making short films, I'd be doing like something like that. And yeah, but like, you know, there is that sort of like side of it as well, like the side that's like, okay, I need to like do this and I need to do that, and like sometimes it can just be like, oh, sometimes you don't even want to stare at your file that's been sitting there for like 2 weeks. It's like, no, I'm so done. I'm so done.
I know the feeling. Oh, jeez. So, moving on. So, oh yeah, here's a question that one of my friends told me to ask whoever is on the next show. So, do you ever plan to voice in machinimas?
I've done a couple already.
Ooh.
I say like machinima is like I don't mind doing them, but like it's not really like something that I watch. So I'm kind of like I'm doesn't mean like at all that I'm not happy to voice act in them. Like I've done a couple, like Fairfield's asked me a couple of times, and I've said that yeah, I'd be happy to do it for him, and I've voiced acted in a couple of other ones. And like I like doing it, like, you know, especially when the directors are pretty cool and stuff, but it's just not something that I do as much, because like it's not a medium that I'm so like as much like interested in, if that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Like because like I watch like a lot of abridged series and I find them really interesting. Like I'll even watch fan dubs and stuff. But like machinima, it's not something that I like go out and actively seek to watch, if that makes sense.
Because was
So
it
like
recently? I don't want to be like a downer all of a sudden, but like I think machinima, but like Halo machinima in general is dying in a sense, because there's so much you can do with Halo. And okay,
yeah.
let me just say this one thing. So basically there's this one little, I wouldn't say glitch in Halo, but basically you take the energy sword and you just slash it just to decrease the energy. Like once it's done, it kind of looks like you're holding nothing, except it looks like you're holding like a shake weight. Literally, like in the character's hand, it looks like he's holding a shake weight. So
Okay.
it's just so ridiculous. And plus, there's only like two genres of machinima. That's the generic humans versus aliens, and then there's the there's the slapstick comedy, which is not much that you can do. And so I don't know. I think like the only popular one still going around for Halo is Red versus Blue. If you ever heard of that.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like that's like that one's huge. That's kind of like the Team 4-star of
Machinima.
Like of machinima though.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's those things that, you know, everyone's heard of, and then there's like a lot of other ones that not so many people have heard of.
What is this? Oh, it's humans versus aliens again. Oh, great. No.
Yeah. So like I've watched a couple, and I try to watch the ones that I'm in, but I don't know, it's just like, and I don't know, like they're good. Like it's not like they're bad like the ones that I've seen. It's just not something that
Yeah.
that grabs my attention. And I love Halo and stuff as well. I love the games, but I don't know, just, and I guess the machinima, it's kind of like abridging but for games, but it's just not something that I watch really. But like I said, like if someone like wanted me to voice in one, like I wouldn't say no. Like and I've done it before, and like, you know, it depends on the role. I think sometimes it can be like really enjoyable as well to do. Like I've done a couple that I've really enjoyed, so definitely.
It's because was it like in the machinima community, we only got like a few quality actors. Like Fairfield is one of them. And like two people I think you might have known, they used to do machinima. Was it Kagi? You know Kagi, right?
Yeah.
Kagi and Daniel Hodge. These two guys.
I don't know him.
Okay, well, Daniel Hodge and Fairfield, these guys are like the cream of the crop. But unfortunately, there's not really much machinima VAs, especially voice actresses. There's only like 3 voice actresses that are constantly used. I don't want to say any names, but they're constantly used. I'm so sorry, guys, but you guys are very talented. But like I just want to hear more voices out there in the machinimas now, because let's just face it, machinima directors are too lazy to find voice actors and actresses.
So yeah, that's the thing. Like it's with everything, I guess, as well. Sometimes you can fall into a groove of like, I could find a voice actor, but I already know a voice actor.
Let me ask this guy. Maybe I'll ask him for me in my position if he could go for that. Yeah, which is like it's not bad, but I'm just saying that.
Sometimes, yeah,
Yeah,
like
sometimes.
it's one of those things that it's not like, hearing the same voice actor over and over. It's not bad, like, because you're like, cool, like that's awesome, but like, it can get like a bit like, oh, it's this voice actor again. Okay, like it would have been cool to have someone different, but okay.
Yeah. Oh man. So moving on. So, oh yeah, fun question for you. So when did you start doing, I guess, art? Because I've seen some of your
Oh,
videos that you've done some, was it commissions for some people?
yeah. Um, oh boy. Back when I was a wee little lass. I've been drawing my whole life. I did art in high school
Mm,
and top of my class.
nice.
Don't mean to brag. No. That was only in year 10. I actually did. I really liked my art teacher as well though. Like she was really nice. She was really like she was passionate about art and I think that really helped me. Like, when you have a teacher, especially in the arts, like if you have a teacher that's passionate about what they do, that's sort of like it makes you passionate, I guess.
Mm,
So, and yeah, my year 8, 9, and 10, my art teacher was like amazing. She like could like draw people like one time I like caught her in class doing a drawing and I was like, oh, what's that for? And she's like, oh, it's my like friend's like great uncle's birthday and she wanted a drawing of him. And like she had like it looked just like a black and white photo and it was just a sketch and I was like, damn, like she was amazing.
wow.
And so yeah, like I just got really into art in high school. And then like I sort of stopped doing it for a while. I didn't really like do anything. And then I got like a sketchbook and I started doing a couple of sketches. And then one I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago, Kyle and I, because Kyle's also quite into drawing, and we brought each other digital drawing tablets because we wanted to have a go at like digital drawing. And yeah, like as soon as I got that, I was like, damn, like this is my thing. Like I really like drawing on a computer. Like I really like, the painting effects that you can do and stuff. It's just like I love traditional still as well, but like once I got my tablet, that was sort of like, damn, yeah, this is what I really like doing this. And then yeah, we decided to do an animation degree to sort of further
Cool.
that passion, I guess, for art. So yeah, hopefully, yeah, by the time I finish this degree, I can actually draw like really well.
Okay, here's the one question I think a lot of people will probably hate me for this, but like, do you think that you would ever get like you would leave, I guess, abridging and like pursue like more animation instead of abridging?
Like this question is kind of weird because like I've asked myself this question before as well, and I think I've even posted it to other people to ponder as well. But like I don't know because like abridging I at like right now in this moment I really like abridging and I can see myself doing it for ages. But like by the time I'm like 30, by the time I'm 40, like will I still be abridging? Like, is that something that's like, I don't know. I don't know. And like, you look at like little Karibo, I think he's in his 30s and he's still doing it. And it's like, it's kind of like, cool, I guess it's okay to keep doing it into your 30s then. But there is, of course, like once I like, hopefully, fingers crossed, get a job in animation, that's going to take up more of my time because at the moment like I'm a student and I'm working part-time and like that is really time consuming but like when you're a student like it's hard to say but like when you're a student still you sort of you still don't have to worry about like responsibility as much I guess like I can still slack off you
Mm.
know I am now like sometimes I have an assessment due and like I'll leave it till the last night and just like like I had an essay due yesterday and I finished it the day before. Like I started it and finished it the day before because I was just like, oh, I can do that. It's fine. Like, oh, if I only pass, that's okay because this it's fine. But like when when you're out in the world and you're like, you're working in a profession, like that sort of work, you can't do that stuff anymore. Like you sort of got to grow up, I guess.
Yeah.
And like, if I was in an environment where I was working in an animation studio, that's really time consuming. And as time consuming as uni is, like, I think it'd be more so in a professional working environment. So I guess in that sense, I wouldn't have as much time to work on abridged stuff. Like, I think I'd still definitely want to do it, but it'd sort of have to take a backseat. Like, I think, if you want to start an abridged series, I 100% recommend doing it while you're still in school, because you may think that you have no time, but once you get like a full-time career, like,
you won't have that time anymore.
Like, you won't have that time anymore. So yeah, like, there is, I guess, that possibility, that words. I guess there is that possibility that there might be a time when I just don't have time to do it anymore.
Oh, just finish Noragami and Devil's a part-time and you'll be good.
And yeah, just make sure I finish those. There's a second season of Noragami though as well. So.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. It's coming this fall.
Yeah, but I really do want to keep doing it, like for a long time. We'll say that.
Okay, so let me see. Oh yeah, what are your thoughts on the abridging and fan dubbing community as of today? What's your thoughts on the communities
as of today? I don't really know much about the fan dubbing community like now, to be honest, because I'm not really involved so much in the fan dub community anymore. Like I said, I started out on VAA and stuff like that. And, I have a Behind the Voice Actors account as well, but I don't often visit those sites anymore. So I don't really know. Like the only fan dubs that I've done recently are like when my friends have just asked me, oh, hey, I'm going to do this fan dub of this scene. Can you voice this character? And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool. So yeah, I don't really, apart from like my friends that are like abridges and stuff, or like people that I've already known before, like I don't really know many people that do fan dubs like regularly. So I guess I can't really say much about that community because I just don't know.
It's fine.
As for the abridging community, like the people that I know are like awesome. Like I like the people that I work with, like the people that I know through other series and stuff, like they're just like they're really fun, like, and like the feels. Just like, I don't know, like, I can chat to these people as if I've known them like my whole life. Like I can be in calls with people and joke around. And I think it's great, like with the Bridge series, it's about comedy, it's fun. Like that's what it's meant to be. So like a lot of the people have like a really good sense of humor, and you can joke around with them. Like some people, like I'll meet like that day, and like that day I'll be joking around with them and it's fine. Like, sometimes it takes you time to warm up to people, and like you've got to test like, oh, like am I allowed to joke about this with them yet? But like I find with a lot of abridges that I meet, like sort of you can go to it like straight away, like and a lot of people that I have to record for as well, like they'll cast me as a role and I've never spoken to them before, and they'll be like, we'll be doing the call for the first time they've ever directed me, and I'll go in thinking, oh, like crap, like restrain yourself, Alison. Like don't be a complete dick on your like first recording. And then I'll get in there and they'll be making jokes as well, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is cool. Like I can be myself. Like I don't have to like because like sometimes I can have a really crude sense of humor, and like it doesn't sit well with everyone, and like I feel like sometimes I have to like pull back because I'm like I don't want to offend anyone. Like I think. But a lot of abridges that I talk to, they're cool with it. They're like, their sense of humor is as sadistic and dark as mine is sometimes is. So like, it's fine. And like, yeah, I think the community as a whole, like, obviously you have people that have their spats. Like, I've heard, like, I don't have like problems with anyone, but I've heard of people, that have spats with people and stuff. But I think that you're bound to have that in any community.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I think I really like. Well, the people that I know in the abridging community anyway, they're really cool, and I enjoy working with them.
Yeah. See, this is why I admire you guys in the abridging community, because you guys get along like pretty well, whereas the machinima community we're all like divided. Like literally, we are divided.
Oh, that
Like
sucks.
no one get well. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say we're like in more in niche groups.
Oh, okay. You know that's what like how it is in the abridging community as well. There are definitely groups that like like sort of stick together, but like I think like because like I haven't met every abridger. Like I don't know a lot of people still, but from the people that I do know, like they seem to get along to me. But I don't know, maybe that's because we're all in the same niche. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, from what I've seen, like people seem to get along okay. And a lot of people that I know, like know other people that I know and like other people that I know and stuff. So it seems to be pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. There could just be this deep-seated rivalry that I don't know about. I hope not.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Okay, I think we're kind of nearing the end here. So, Ali, do you got any advice to anyone that wants to become an abridger, animator, or voice actor or actress?
Oh God. Get good. I guess as okay for voice acting, I think like having a mic that isn't really does help. I know like a lot of people don't want to spend money on really expensive mics, and like you don't have to. You can pick up mics for like $20-$30 that are decent enough to be decent. Please don't make the mistake that I did and use a headset mic. Like I don't know, you can tell it has that twang echo thing to it. You can just tell. I also think for voice acting, it's really important to like voice acting, it's acting. It's like it's a form of acting, and I think that you really need to like do whatever it is you need to do to get into character, but you need to be in character sort of thing. Like I guess for abridging sometimes you can be silly and stuff and you don't have to worry too much about the acting side, but I think it's good to have anyway. Like when people say okay, I want this character to scream, and like the context of the scream is that they're frightened, like it's a blood curdling scream. Some people like you need to get into that. You need to be like in that character's mindset. You need to be like, okay, like if I were like really scared, like what would I sound like? Like none of this like and unless of course that's the like if they want the comedy of it to be that like you're really scared and you're just like then that's fine. Like but like if they're after something with emotion, I think like being able to deliver that emotion is really good.
Nice. Right.
And like you can tell, I think, in series as well when some characters like are really good at driving the emotion of the character, and then there are some that are not so much. Yeah, and like it really stands out if you're the only one that that isn't so much emotionally invested. But then again, like there are instances where that's what they want. They want characters to be like just sort of how not so much like emotionally, and like there's a lot of that in abridging, so it really depends. But I think I think work on your acting anyway, just so you have it. If like people need it, you have it. Voice acting, it's probably a really good idea to have a demo reel as well. People can see what you do, like they know your range. Like it also helps you know what your range is.
Yeah.
Abridging, have a sense of humor. I think that's the main thing with abridging. You need to have a sense of humor. Like if you're writing comedy and you don't have a sense of humor, then you probably should reevaluate what you're doing. Like be able to like take critique, because like a lot of first time abridges, that like everyone's first episode, there's going to be mistakes in it, like so, and like being able to take that critique and stuff, learn from your mistakes, learn how to edit, I guess would be one as well.
Oh, for
Don't
sure.
make the mistake I did with my first episode and not know how to lip flap edit. There's so many tutorials and stuff, like Kaizen Neko does stuff, like the resources are out there, yeah, like I think that's it. Like get good. That's
All right.
always strive to improve, I guess. Like don't be happy with just being mediocre. Like always try to be better than yourself. And don't get caught up in, oh, but my series isn't as good as this other person's series, or this other person's series isn't as good. Don't like I don't think comparing yourself to other people's series is a good way to motivate yourself. I think it should be more about yourself. Like it should be more about, okay, I need to improve because like I think I like could have done this better.
Mm.
Like yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. True words of wisdom. So, yeah, this concludes this episode of In the Booth. So, Ali, I want to thank you for joining me for this podcast.
Thanks, guys. Thank you
Cool.
for having me.
Tune in next week on In the Booth. I'm going to be interviewing Megalodon, a machinima voice actor, next week. So, yeah, come and join in next time. So, thanks, Ali. So,
Thank you.
bye, guys.
What's up, guys? Follow your dreams.